Hello guys, and welcome back to the Untill Hobbies. And in today's video, oh boy, do we have something really cool to talk about. Tick, what we have to talk about, boy? Tick. Now he's ignoring me. That is one super lazy cat over there. Yes, hello guys, and welcome back to the Untill Hobbies. And in today's video, you know what, it is indeed December 15th. Obviously, it is Christmas. And it is indeed the year 2020 for those of you who are watching way into the future. Oh boy, the year 2020. Everyone knows that this year has been a little hard. And because of that, because I've kind of been so good this year, I decided to buy myself something really sweet. Something really nice. I decided to buy myself a $400 fish tank. Of course, I've actually been playing this aquarium for a long time. And I'm serious when I say a long time. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about my fish tank, talking about my hopes, my goals, and my plans for this aquarium, and everything else. You know, this tank isn't just a fish tank, though. It is a Fluval Flex. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Don't you have a Fluval Flex? Yeah, I have one right there. I also have a Mega Flex. This is a Fluval Mega Flex tank. I have a freshwater version. That is a shell dweller tank, and let me tell you, the shell dwellers are doing fantastic. In fact, I have too many shell dwellers in this tank. They just keep breeding and breeding. But it's a fantastic tank. The tank is doing great. And I love the aquarium so much that I bought a second Fluval Megaflex 32.5 gallon aquarium. But not only is it a Fluval Flex, I bought the marine version. I bought the saltwater version of this tank. And because right now it's nothing but a fancy looking glass box, I'm obviously going to be showing you other footage of my other aquariums, so you guys just don't have to look at my face and my cat and my Christmas tree all video long. So you're welcome for that. But yeah, we are going to be talking about my plans, hopes, and goals for this aquarium. So, yes, it is indeed a saltwater tank. It will be, of course, my very first saltwater aquarium. And what are my plans? What are my goals for this aquarium? You know, because everyone's got to have at least some sort of goals. I never do a fish tank without some sort of plan of what I want to do in it, you know. Oh boy, do I have some ambitious goals for this aquarium. I got some crazy ideas for this aquarium. So, let me just start out with the beginning, right? So, when I was, in 5th, 6th grade, I had a hamster, unfortunately, that passed away, and we'll get to fish in a minute. Yeah, I love that hamster. Supposed to live for only 2 years, lived to be 3. It was like an old hamster, right? I miss my little Lightning. He was a cool little hamster. I, at the time, had a dog. I had my phone, and I had school. And when my hamster passed away, while I was so sad of that, I was also kind of relieved, because that was just another thing of responsibility that was off my shoulders. My mom asked me if I wanted another hamster. I said no. She asked me, okay, but in the future, what pet would you like? And I ridiculously said, I want a fish tank with clownfish, seahorses, maybe a damsel, I really like octopus, I really like jellyfish. I would love a shark, but I think shark would be too big of an aquarium, so I would be just fine with an octopus and seahorses and some jellyfish and clownfish, you know? This was, of course, long before I knew anything about aquarium keeping out. I've always loved fish, you know? I remember one of the very first things me and my dad did was, when I was really young, he took me to the LA not the LA museum, like the LA park, right? And we got to see the giant giraffes, the LA Zoo, and we got to see the giant giraffes and all the other animals, and one of my favorite things was, of course, the fish, you know? So I've always kind of been interested in fish. I've always kind of liked fish. I've always kind of wanted to keep fish. And one of my favorite movies is actually Nemo. I basically wanted to put the movie Nemo into my fish tank. Of course, now I know that if I did that, I would have a whole lot of problems, because there's quite a big difference between 30 gallons and 5 million gallons, even probably larger than that when we're talking about the entire ocean. You know, like, I don't know, 5-6 billion gallons there. Yeah, let's just stick all those fish in a 30-gallon tank. Why not? No, but that's not necessarily my plan. However, after high school, I really thought I really want to do this now, you know? I finally am an adult. I'm finally moving up in the world. I really felt like I really wanted to do a aquarium. And so I started researching it. And one of the fish that I really started researching was seahorses. I really, really like seahorses. I just like the weird fish. I can either do an octopus or I can do a seahorse. And I think seahorses, I can do it in a smaller aquarium. So it might be just a little bit easier for me. But of course I kept reading how impossible seahorses are to keep. I kept reading how impossible saltwater is. And now you have to be like a chemist, biologist to even think about keeping saltwater. Instead of saying that I could never do it though, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to get into fish keeping. I started out with a betta fish tank, and it's been 5 years. On the back burner, I have for 5 years been researching seahorses. I have for 5 years really been interested in seahorses, and I really do want to do a seahorse tank. Now, obviously, this aquarium is not my first fish tank, but it is my first saltwater tank, so it's a pretty crazy thought to put seahorses in your first saltwater aquarium, right? And yeah, but I have a plan on how I'm going to do this. I have a plan on how I'm going to tackle this. My plan is simple. Seahorses, they are 100% going to be my end goal. My plan for this aquarium is to get some fish, and that's the thing, whatever fish I put into this aquarium, it has to be seahorse safe. You know, I can't be putting a shark in this aquarium. It has to be seahorse safe. And it has to be beginner friendly, but I'm going to find a fish like that, put it into this aquarium, and I'm going to learn everything I can about maintaining this aquarium. I'm thinking I might be 8 months to a year away from seahorses at this point, and in the meantime, I'm going to learn how to master this aquarium, because here's the thing, you don't have to master the entire saltwater world, and I mean, seahorses are labeled expert only. I don't like that term. I do appreciate the term because that makes you kind of stop and think, okay, these fish need special care. Do I really want to do this? Which I do. Which is questions you really gotta ask. Do you really want to do this? And can you actually do the proper research? You know? And seahorses are very hard to actually research. I've had very much trouble trying to find some real good information. Finally, I did find some, and if you're interested in seahorses, I highly recommend you go to the Seahorse Whisperer here on YouTube, because I've been hanging out with them the past couple of weeks, and they've been helping me a lot with finding some great information about seahorses. So, they're a great place to go to get some real information from experts on how to keep seahorses. But yeah, I really do want to keep seahorses. They are my end goal, but I do plan to keep other fish in the meantime. Learn everything I can about saltwater. I don't want to master the saltwater hobby, but I want to master my tank. I want to master my water quality and my parameters. And that's a big thing, you know? It's in the same ballpark as freshwater, but it is a totally different game. With freshwater, you may have 3-4 parameters, maybe a couple more if you're keeping planted tanks, but in saltwater, you have a handful of parameters that you have to keep in check. So it is a very similar game. It's in the same ballpark, but it is quite different. And I'm, of course, learning how different it is, and I'm learning how to maintain the aquarium. So soon enough, I plan to get some fish in the tank, plan to get an aquascape, and that's the thing. Whenever I do the aquascape, whenever I do plants or corals or whatever, fish, snails, whatever goes into this tank, it has to be seahorse safe. It has to be seahorse ready, because that is 100% my end goal. And I'm probably going to get there within 8 months to a year. I hope to get them probably by the end of 2021. We'll see how things go though. So, that is my plan. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you guys excited for this? I am of course going to be making videos on. I of course do other videos on the channel. I'm not just a fish guy. I like anime and I like Star Wars. I like Marvel. I do a whole bunch of other videos on that. But every now and again, I do have a fish video out. And now my fish videos this year are mostly going to be my saltwater tank. So definitely hit subscribe if you're interested in my fish tank. The progression of my future one-day saltwater tank. Oh boy, I'm very happy, very excited, but at the same time very nervous, because I know my plan is to do seahorses. I am still very nervous, so I would love down in the comments below some feedback. What is your experience with saltwater? How do you keep your saltwater tanks? Especially if you have seahorses. If you ever kept seahorses, really let me know down in the comments below your experience with them, your thoughts, and let me know down in the comments below. Do you guys think I'm just overthinking all of this? Do you guys think I'm just crazy for even thinking about seahorses as my first saltwater fish? Let me know down in the comments below if I'm overthinking it, or I'm underthinking it, or if you think my plan's gonna work, if you think I have a pretty good plan so far, if you think I'm crazy, because I might be, but I am super excited for it. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out for now. Bye!